DC here. Hi guys. Well, time for another tree vlog. Yes, once a year I go into my trees and trim them. And while I'm trimming them, I bring you a tree vlog of great importance. Am I being sarcastic? You bet. Well, no. The thing is I made an earlier vlog and said I'd probably come over and do a tree vlog if the weather permits. So it's a bit under freezing, but it's not too slippery, so it's okay. What am I going to talk about today in the tree vlog? Well, I read, I think it was from maybe Roger Cohen, could be in the Washington Post this week, about intimacy. Sure, intimacy. And he was going on about in America today, and I'd probably in a lot of parts of the world, we've kind of blurred what is intimacy. By the way, I'll digress. Dago under there is having fun with the branches that are falling down. Yeah, that we've blurred like the borderlines of what is proper. We can almost say proper distance or proper intimacy. And one of those things that he meant is like in the English language, you know, the usage of you. In French or in German, you have what we call a polite you and, well, I wouldn't call it impolite, but an intimate you. I mean, or for a closer circle. In French, you will say tu oder vous. And in German, you will say du oder sie, depending on your level of intimacy with the person, or actually the level that you want to keep with the person. Sometimes it's a question of respect. Very often children will use the polite form with their grandparents, or at least used to. He was going on about, finally, is that do we make ourselves too close friends at times? And I think what he meant by that, or at least the way I see it, is that if you create a false intimacy with someone, you can only be let down eventually. I mean, if you take in the job situations, for example, you might have job colleagues, but are they friends? There's a difference. At least over here in Europe, at least there's a very clear difference between what we call friends and colleagues. I've touched this subject before. What is going to come out of all this in this vlog, actually, I think is the correspondence that we use with either Facebook or YouTube. There's been a lot of things about the Facebook friends. You know, what are Facebook friends? Are they acquaintances? Of course, we all say friends. Where do we cross that borderline between acquaintances, colleagues, and friends? I guess it's also when we start to reveal ourselves. And then again, is that it? Have you noticed that we reveal ourselves a lot more on YouTube or on Facebook than maybe we would in front of work colleagues? Is that because that we consider that the people online have less of a grasp or less of a hold on us? Is that the reason? I don't know if that's the only reason. It could be part of it. I think one of the things, though, is at least for the YouTube vloggers, and a lot of people on YouTube, we see each other. And by seeing each other, we know, I think we can see the person's emotions, the person's eyes, or whatever, how they're talking. A lot of times, that will give you away if you're lying. Not always, but a lot. And you get to have a feel for the person. And then all of a sudden you do realize, yeah, this person can be, will be, is a friend. In the workplace, it's different. I always have more problems, let's say, with Facebook. I know a lot of people really go into Facebook because they don't have to go into the whole story of making a video and so on. But the fact is that it's only words. And I mean, that was what I never got into the old chat rooms as much because of that. Okay, so I'm touching on this subject. It's something that maybe we can ponder about. It's been brought up many times about the difference between what are real friends, what are online friends, and so on. Yeah, it got me thinking once again about the whole thing. Is that, I mean, like, back quickly to what the editorial was in the, or the letter in the Washington Post was basically, is that the use of "love you" in every situation is probably not always appropriate. We've kind of, sometimes with this close intimacy that we create, have lost the relationship between the words. Complicated, isn't it? Because I must say, myself, I'm one of the first persons to say that some of my YouTube friends, some of my friends here online, are some of the best friends I've ever had, and are real friends. Close friends. What do you think about it? Okay, that will be DC's tree vlog for the year. So just showing you quickly around. As you can see, we don't have as much snow as you guys, but right now, but we did, and I kind of feel, looking at the gray skies, that it's coming back. Okay, signing off. Gotta get to work. Take care. Bye.